For a reason, the audio is, oh, so there it goes. We got the audio going over. I hope we had the audio going over from the studio, but it looks like that might have not been going over either. For whatever reason, my streaming software this past week decided that it needed an update. Not the streaming software, but the underlying there's a Microsoft program, C++, that needed an update. I installed the update. When I opened the software today, a lot of things were out of whack. And even with Zoom, things were out of whack. But we're here. We're ready to answer your questions. You know, you're listening to a Faster PC live technical support. We are heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. The show starts live at 10:07 on WPSL, also streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Had a little bit of a glitch getting the Facebook started. Got it started maybe about a minute too late, but you know what? Probably not a huge issue since we didn't have audio going over there at the beginning. But we're here. We're ready to answer your questions. And you know, what kind of questions can you ask? Well, you can ask computer questions, technical questions, streaming questions, or cybersecurity questions. So any of those questions we can answer. So give us a call, 772 340 1590, 772 340 1590, or you can type your questions into the live comment section on the live video that's going on right now at Facebook and YouTube. So one of the things that we see periodically when we're working on computers, and we get people that call in about this, and people that call our shop because they're just browsing the web. Maybe they go to a website. Maybe it's even a major website. We've seen this type of threat actually happen from the Microsoft Start page, which is the default page when you open up Microsoft Edge. We've seen it happen from major news sites. We've seen it happen from other sites. And one of our customers yesterday actually was clicked on an email and didn't click on anything in the email, but just opening up the email without certain protections on her computer, all of a sudden she gets an audible warning. The screen comes up, there's flashing windows that are moving back and forth and telling her that her computer is infected. She needs to call a certain number, give this number a call, and of course it's audible also, so you hear a warning sound, and sometimes they'll tell you that you made you have a certain error, or that there's something wrong with your computer, or there's a virus on your computer, and they'll claim to be Microsoft support, or they may claim that you did something wrong, maybe something illegal, or maybe something inappropriate or embarrassing, and they caught you using your webcam on your computer, and they prompt you to call a number. So first of all, if something like this happens to you, why did it happen? Secondly, how can you prevent it? And third, maybe second, we'll go over. So we'll go over first, why does this happen? Second, how do you close it out if it does happen? And third, if this is happening, how do you avoid this? Third, how do you avoid this in the future? So really what we're looking at when we're thinking about this is the reason this happens quite often is that there's a web page that's malicious, and quite often it's not just the web page that you went to. Again, it could be the Microsoft Start page. It could be a legitimate website. But what happens is on a website, and I'll actually load, you won't see, I'll go over to a full screen so that you guys can see this. And what we'll do is we'll actually show you just the Microsoft Edge Start page so that you can see that. But you load a page, And what happens, and my page will probably not have ads, but maybe we can load it with ads. And we'll actually show that to you and show you how some of these images, every ad has an image, and that image can be infected. So what's happening is that image is stored on a server. That server is a Linux server. You may have heard that Linux computers don't get infections. The person that told you that may actually have a Linux computer, and their Linux computer may actually be infected, and they don't even know it. The thing is, Linux computers can get infected, and so you need to be aware of this, and just realize that this can happen. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over to the full screen to actually show you this. So this is Microsoft Edge, and it's loading, and I probably, let me just turn off the ad blocking just so you can see the page without the ad blocking, and that way you'll be able to see this. But what happens again is that these servers, a lot of them are running Linux, and sometimes the companies that host these servers, they have the theory, you've heard the phrase probably, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, sometimes, and that really works. If you're dealing with a mechanical problem or something like that, but with computers where there's security issues, what you need to realize is that sometimes, in fact, you need to be installing updates, because those updates not only update the features, and I know sometimes it can get frustrating because things change, things are different. It's frustrating when things change. You're used to something being a certain way, but things change. The manufacturers change it. I know people don't like the change, but one of the things that does happen is that there's security updates in those updates, and so the updates don't get installed on these servers. And then what happens is with the server, they actually have a situation where the server is infected. When the server is infected, the people that infected the server can do various things. Maybe they're looking at actually launching malicious websites. Maybe they're infecting files on the computer. And what they do quite often is they actually infect the image files that are being used for the ads. So you have these images that are on pages, and those pages actually are infected, or the images that are displayed in the ad are infected and will launch a malicious script. And that malicious script is what causes this page to come up. And so it's just, really there's nothing that you can do to actually make the file safe, or to make that file not be malicious. There are things you can do to protect it. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But it's up to the company that hosts the ads to actually update that server and protect that server from this happening. But when it does happen, again, those ads that are served on mainstream sites, legitimate sites, can be infected and can launch a malicious script that actually works to launch what we call a scareware attack. And when we come back from the next break, we'll actually show you, I'll look for an example, because I know we have some examples of the scareware threats out there. We'll show you an example, and we'll also show you how to close that out.
You're listening to a Faster PC Radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station, and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, Well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes, or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com, click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here, we're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
From the founding of our company, A Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to A Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean A Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to A Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to A Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for A Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer, technical, streaming, and cybersecurity questions. So give us a call here, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Also, in the shop, well, you can you can type your computer questions into the comment section of our live video. And we do actually have, and let me see if I can I believe I can show this on the screen. So we were talking about the scams out there, and let me see if I can show this on the screen, and I'll verbally describe a little bit what's happening. I think there might be audio on this, and it might come over to the on the streams, but it won't come over on the radio because the audio source is different. But here we actually have a video of a scam notification that we recorded last year when we were actually removing this message from one system. So this is loading up here. So what we're talking about is when you go to a page and all of a sudden something loads and says your computer is infected, and so this message does come up, and you see here, this is one message over on the lower right that says your computer is infected. Now this particular message is a little bit different. This particular message is actually a notification, and we can actually get rid of those notifications and shut that down. But that's not the type that we're actually talking about here. So, but what actually happens, and I'll keep looking and see if I can find that. So what we'll look at here is we will look at really what is happening again is that the connection, you actually go to a page and you get a message that says that your computer's infected, or you've done something wrong, or we caught you doing something embarrassing, and give a number to give a call to this number. And giving a call to that number is really the worst thing you can do. It can really get you in a world of trouble. It can really mess you up and cause problems for your system. So and really what you're going to get is you're going to get on the phone with a scam artist that's going to try to convince you that there's something wrong with your computer. It's going to try to convince you that he can fix or she can fix this, and is going to try to convince you to let this person log into your computer. And we've had customers that have actually allowed the scammers, and we call them scammers, or you might call them hackers. Really, they're trying to trick you into letting them onto your computer. And we've had customers that have let them onto their computer without realizing that they're even doing this. And once this hacker or the scammer is on the computer, they will within seconds, they're going to have all the saved passwords that you have in your browser. They're also going to try to show you things that are quote unquote wrong with your computer. Now realize this message did not launch because there was something wrong with your computer. This message launched because the scammers infected a server that is hosting ads and injected malicious code into that image, and that image launched malicious code on a particular website. When you went to that website on your computer, malicious code launched, and the one thing that you could say is maybe wrong with your system is that it did allow this malicious code to launch. So what happens when this happens is again, there's nothing wrong with your computer, but the scammers will try to convince you that there's something wrong with your computer. In fact, we have seen some examples because customers have brought their computers in, and we've seen a script file that's on their desktop, and that script file can be run, and it will actually flash error messages on the screen, and it'll indicate that there are various problems, and that it's finding various problems, it's finding various infections, and so on and so forth. And really, those are all generated from the script that they're running. And we've actually we've actually seen this on computers that have come in. And of course, they'll try to convince you that there's something wrong with your computer, and then they'll try to convince you to pay them to get rid of this problem. They'll try to convince you to pay them to fix the problem, and realize that your computer doesn't have a problem other than it allowed this malicious script to run. Your computer, the problem is really on the server, that the scammer that you're talking to, that their entity, their company, and really they run, I'm saying company, I would really consider them to be criminals in many cases, but really they are scammers, and but they run like a company. They operate like a company. They have an HR department. Some of the people that work there don't know that they're working for a scammer. And so what actually happens, again, you get this message on your computer, and you let the bad guys in. The bad guys have your passwords. They then try to convince you that there's something wrong with your computer, and then they try to convince you that they can fix your computer, and they try to convince you to pay them money to fix your computer. And typically, they're asking for anywhere from $300 to $700, and this may be for a year's worth of service. Maybe they're even only asking for $150. I think they're probably gauging that on, they're probably starting out a little bit high, and then they're coming down. But we have seen some customers where they've even talked them into calling their credit card company and authorizing a transaction for a certain amount. Like in one case, it was $750. And after they authorized this transaction, they couldn't challenge the transaction because they had authorized it. They actually called the bank and they said, I'm about to make this transaction. I want to make sure it goes through. And so there was no recourse to get the money back. What we've seen happen sometimes is that they'll actually take money out of the account, and they'll say, well, we took too much, so we need to send you a refund. And then they'll actually somehow, they show you a screen that looks like your bank account screen, and they show you that they're refunding you money, but they're showing you that they're refunding you, like, let's say $10,000 more than what they should have refunded you. And then they say something like, well, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble here. Can you help me out? Because you really weren't supposed to receive that extra $10,000. Can you make a payment for $10,000? And we've seen customers that have lost $10,000 or $20,000 or even $40,000 on one of these types of scams. So it can be as low as maybe $150 or $300, or it can be as high. We've seen, again, $40,000, and that customer did not get that money back. I mean, that's a big loss. When you're, especially if you're a senior, you're not working anymore, you're living on a fixed income, your income is based on your savings and also what you have coming in, maybe in Social Security, maybe you have a pension, maybe you have a retirement account or some sort of investments. Maybe you have rental property that's bringing in some money, although a lot of people sell those off when they're getting older. And you have this limited amount of money coming in, and all of a sudden you lose. Maybe it's $300, maybe it's $150, maybe it's $750, maybe it's $10,000, $20,000, or $40,000. These types of scams are real, they're big, and you want to steer clear of them. Here's the thing to do. First of all, do not call the number. Do not call the number on the screen. That's the first step, is don't call the number on the screen. If you want to get rid of the error message, what you want to do on your computer is you want to actually launch Control-Alt-Delete. You want you want to launch Control Delete the Task Manager is what you're looking for. So I'll just demonstrate that. I'm going to actually use Control Shift Escape. So this always brings up the Task Manager. If you do Control Delete on some computers, it'll bring up on some computers it'll actually bring up the Task Manager. On other computers, what it's going to do is it will actually bring up a screen that gives you an option of locking, changing your password, or you can also look at not only locking, changing your password, but it gives you an option of bringing up the Task Manager. Control Shift Escape always brings up the Task Manager, and I do it on the left side of the keyboard because there's the control at the bottom left. You hold that down, CTRL, and then you press the Shift key. That's the one right above that, and then you press Escape, the ESC key. So that actually loads, and what you'll see is you'll actually see the various windows that are open, and whatever browser that you were in when the message came up, you want to look for that message, that browser, and you can actually sort by name, because if you're sorting by the other columns, the names will move around. But let's say it's Microsoft Edge, and in my case I did load Microsoft Edge, and I click on it here, and then I click on End Task. What this is going to do is it's actually going to close that out. That program will not be open again, and you won't have that app running. You won't have that message coming up anymore. When you reopen the browser, and it could be Chrome, could be Firefox, whatever browser it is, you want to close it. So when you reopen the browser, it's going to ask you if you want to reload the pages that were open when your browser closed. You definitely do not want to do that because that will bring the scam message right back up. So you want to close that out, get rid of that message, and just launch a new browser to begin with. Now, there are some protections that you can add to prevent this from happening. And so first, we want to encourage you to install, if you're using Google Chrome, or Edge. Edge is based on Google Chrome now. You want to search for and install uBlock space Origin space Lite, Lite. Install that. You used to be able to use uBlock Origin, but Google actually wants you to see ads, and they have prohibited you from blocking certain ads with uBlock Origin. They've taken it where it doesn't work anymore. It will still work in Firefox. It will not work properly in Microsoft Edge because that's based on Chrome as well. You can also install Malwarebytes Browser Guard, and that will actually help. Those two will help block some ads. The uBlock Origin blocks a lot more, so we recommend using Firefox and blocking those ads. But you want to get, if you're using Chrome Chrome or Edge, use uBlock Origin Lite and Malwarebytes Browser Guard. We do also have what we call Advanced Browser Protection, which is an added plugin. It does cost money. We can install it. You pay us $2 a month. If you're on a managed plan, we just add that to your managed plan. If you're not on a managed plan, we have you pay a year's worth of that service at one time, and then the next year, every year you'll pay a year's worth of the service. So what we're looking for there is we're actually looking for this protection, and what this protection does. This protection, every website you go to, it actually analyzes the site using artificial intelligence and compares it and determines, to try to determine whether it's a safe site or a malicious site. Now, most of the time, what's happening is it's going to block the malicious sites and allow you to go to safe sites. Occasionally, it may allow a malicious site to come through, or it may block a safe site, and we can tweak that. And really, these algorithms and the learning is actually working all the time, so that really, if you went back to the same site like 30 minutes later, it may actually block it. And really, it's very, very rare that you would have a situation like that. If you're interested in that, though, give us a call, 772-878-5978, and let a Faster PC protect you.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a faster PC. From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Manysoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a faster PC.
This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. This is the last segment of today's show. We'd love to answer your computer questions, but if you don't call, we can't answer. Give us a call. The number to have your computer question answered is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590, or you can hop on over to our Facebook page, A Faster PC, and actually from there, you can type your question into the comment section. So again, just a few more minutes to answer your questions. We did want to remind you also that not only can you ask your questions at the Facebook page or by calling 772-340-1590, but you can also watch the video as well. So some of the questions that I'm answering, as I answer those questions, I'll be able actually to show you the steps that you go through to resolve computer problems. And if you're not where you can watch it right now, that's fine. You can watch it at your convenience shortly after the show's over. It'll be up there on our Facebook page. You can get there one of two ways. Either go to our website, afasterpc.com. We have a link that says listen to a Faster PC Radio. If you click on that, it'll take you to our Facebook page, or go to Facebook and search for a Faster PC. We also wanted to remind you that in the shop we have technicians standing by today to work on computers and resolve computer problems. We're at 7190 South US 1, and our number in the office is 772-878-5978. And of course, we're here to answer your questions. Well, your computer questions, and we could answer other questions, but we're here specifically to answer computer questions. Computer problems? you need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer technical streaming and cybersecurity questions. So, one of the things, we do have a caller on the line, and we have David on the line. Welcome to A Faster PC Live Technical Support, David. How can we help you today?
Okay, I'm first waiting to see if my voice is going to repeat back to me.
Yeah, so what is your question
Yeah.
today, David?
Okay, well, it ties in with what you're talking about. I have 2 emails I've received just in the last couple of days. I'll read you what they say.
Okay.
One says it's from Home Depot. It says, "Congratulations, you are a winner. Check what you won." And it wants me to click on a link to find out what I won.
Yeah, boy, if you click on that link, there's no telling what could happen. You know,
Right.
yeah, and it's enticing because, you know, if you really did win something from Home Depot, you would probably want to get that prize, you know, and so they're enticing you. Now, are you at the computer right now, David?
Yes, I'm looking at that email.
You're looking at the email. So can you see the email address it came from, and can you read that email address to us?
Well, actually, it looks like it's about 50 characters.
Yes.
And after that is the @ that says at mynet.com.
Yeah. Now, so
50
if
random characters.
right. Now, if Home Depot was sending you an email, wouldn't you think that they would send it from HomeDepot.com?
Well, I would assume so.
Yes, yes. So you know, whatever. It's very important to realize, you know, that big companies, if they send you a marketing email, Lowe's is going to send you from an email from Lowe's.com. Home Depot is going to send you an email from HomeDepot.com. They want you to trust their emails, and you need to pay attention to. And you did good by. I assume you didn't click on this link. You know, I think you're, you know, from knowing you, I think you're more sophisticated and more aware of that. But you want to look, you know, so there's what's called the SLAM method with analyzing emails. So you want to first look at the sender. So that's the first thing. So, you know, if it claims it came from Home Depot, it should come from HomeDepot.com. The L in SLAM is links. So you want to look at the links. Hover over that link. You know, would that link take you to a Home Depot website, or does it take you somewhere else? You know, if it takes you somewhere else, well, that's probably not a legitimate, safe link to click on. Now, I will tell you that some email provider, or some companies use an email provider that will actually include their own link, and that could be, let's say they're using Constant Contact. It might be from ConstantContact.com, or let's say, you know, they're using another one. There's I think there's a you know, Intuit has one that has the word monkey in it. But you're going to see, you know, these are major legitimate email companies, and really, if a spammer were using, or a scammer were using that site, they'd be shut down really quick. And in fact, you can't even just load like massive amounts of email into one of their systems. They will not let you send out. You know, you have to actually verify that the people have subscribed to your service, and, you know, the email service, and that they want to receive that email, and so on and so forth. So you're looking for the links, and you're looking for the links to go to the site that it purports to go to. And again, some places might use a tracking code, but that tracking code will still be from a major, well-known, well-respected website. You know, maybe an email provider, or from the company itself. So then the A is attachments. So if there's any attachments, you want to be very cautious about those attachments. JPEG files, PDF files, Excel files, Word files, these can all have embedded malicious code in them. So even like if you receive if you receive an email that says it's an invoice, or that says, hey, we're trying to find you, we're FedEx, and we have a package that we're trying to deliver to you, open this attachment for more information. We had a customer that did that. It didn't say it was coming from FedEx. I think it said it was coming from DHL or another smaller delivery company. They were expecting a package to come, so they opened the attachment. And they actually told me, well, we didn't really open it. We tried to open it, but it didn't open. And really it did open. It just didn't open the way they expected it to open. It didn't open and show them more information like the website actually purported that it would do, or the email actually said, we're going to show you more details if you open this attachment. Well, they opened the attachment. It didn't look like anything happened. It didn't look like anything opened. But what really opened was a malicious code that actually started encrypting all of the data on their computer. So their JPEG files, which are pictures, their PDF files, which could be documents, it could be tax documents, could be your tax returns, could be W-2 forms, all of that being encrypted. Word documents, all encrypted. Excel documents, all encrypted. So, and this person actually had gone out into the wild, taken photos of various animals in the wild, different parts of the state, probably even different countries, had a lot of pictures that were unique that they really couldn't replace. And really, they weren't backing them up with redundancy either. And so they even tried to pay the money, because what happens is you get this message on your screen that says all of your files are encrypted. Pay this much money, and we'll actually give you back, we'll unencrypt your files. Well, they actually tried to pay the money. They tried to pay it. I think this was just a residential customer. At least they do have a business, but I think the scammers didn't know they had a business. Otherwise, they would have asked for more money. But they asked for about $500. They were willing to pay. They clicked on the link. But the website the company that was hosting the website realized that it was a scam and had taken the website down. So they weren't able actually to pay the ransom to get their data back, and they lost their data. So that's the A in SLAM. And then the M is message. So you want to look for weird things in the message. A lot of times the people that are sending these scams live in a different country. They don't speak English. If they speak English at all, it's as a second language and it's not very fluent. And so a lot of times you'll see various translation problems. And you see this even in some products. My wife, I actually garden, and I have gardening stakes, these little, I don't know, there may be 9-inch stakes, and I use them actually for my drip irrigation. I use them for twine that holds up various vegetables. And my wife was doing a project and needed some stakes, and she used my stakes, and as she went along, she realized that she had used all of my stakes. So she ordered some more, and was hoping they would get there before I realized, and before I needed some stakes. And I asked for the stakes, and they weren't there yet, but they got there like the next day. And it's very interesting. It's like the slogan for this company is like, for better your life, or something like that. I mean, they obviously took a slogan that made sense in their own language. They translated it into English. It made no sense at all. Sometimes you'll see tricks like that in the message. Now, I will tell you that the scammers are getting more and more sophisticated at this, and they're utilizing artificial intelligence. So with the artificial intelligence, the message, sometimes their messages are becoming better. Their translation is better. It makes more sense, and they're actually avoiding some of that. But you still should look. If you see any wording that's really weird, it's probably not a legitimate message. But that first thing, the sender, the fact it didn't come from homedepot.com, that tells you right off the bat that that's a scam. And really what you should do, depending on your email provider, a lot of email providers have a way. If you're using webmail, like you're going opening up a web browser like Google Chrome or Firefox or Edge, and you're going to that to a website like AOL.com or Gmail.com or Hotmail.com, Outlook.com, AOL.com to check your email. Most of those providers will have a box to the left of that email where you can put a check in that box, and then they have a button at the top to mark that email as spam. What that does is
I was going to say that's what my computer has.
Okay, great.
That stop it? Would that prevent future?
Well, what'll happen when you're marking it as spam and you're doing that on the website of the email provider, then you're telling them that you consider that email spam. So you're not going to receive an email from that same email address, but of course spammers quite often the next time they'll send an email from another email address. But you're also telling them you don't want to receive that type of email either. And you're telling them that that email is a scam or spam, so that other people are less likely to receive an email from that entity or that type of email. So it's not 100% perfect, but the email, the bad guys are using artificial intelligence, but I can guarantee you that your email provider is also using artificial intelligence. They're trying to learn, they're trying to see whether this is legitimate or not, and they're trying to help you with that and help you actually to not receive those types of messages in the future. So when you mark it as spam, you're actually helping them help protect you, and you're also helping them protect other people from that type of message as well.
And I have another email that just came in this morning. It's very similar.
Yes. Yeah, so use that SLAM method. Again, sender, the S is for sender, the L is for link, the A is for attachment, the M is for message. Use that same message to determine whether that's legitimate or not. And if it's not, mark that as spam as well. And definitely do not call that number. Do not click on the link. Here's the thing. Always, even if you receive an email from a legitimate provider, someone that you know and trust, just call them up, say, hey, did you send this to me? If it's someone that you know and trust, hey, did you send this? Are you really stranded in England? Give them a call and see, because a lot of times they're scams, and you can actually protect yourself from that.
Yeah, I have another question.
Got to be real quick. You only have a few seconds.
At the bottom of the message, it says you may unsubscribe at any time.
Don't unsubscribe, because then you're telling the scammers that you exist, that you saw the email. Do not unsubscribe from spam messages. Only unsubscribe from legitimate messages.
And we're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show, or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website at fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5, and next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title to tomorrow's sermon is Pro-Life Legislative Guidelines Applying Biblical Principles to Legislation. You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.afasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
Are you depending on luck to get to heaven? Some people are depending on luck or good works. The Bible says that we have all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Every one of us needs a Savior. Thankfully, God sent His only Son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross so that your sins and mine could be forgiven. Repent of your sins and believe on the Lord Jesus Christ to be saved. He is the one and only way to salvation.
WPSL Port St. Lucie.
CBS News on the Hour.
All right, for those that are on our live stream, we actually are going to continue to do just a brief cybersecurity segment so that you can be aware of some of the threats that are out there. What is happening right now? And think about this time of the year. What are people doing? Well, people are actually filing taxes right now. And some people are filing taxes themselves, and some people are going to tax providers, and some people are communicating with their tax providers over email, sometimes even sending out maybe messages via email, maybe sending even sensitive financial information via email. Well, there's accountants and tax preparers are big targets of hackers. And hackers are, because of the time of year, hackers are really coming after accountants right now. And we're actually seeing these types of threats. And I'm going to warn you of a type of threat that is out there, that is happening quite often right now, so that whether you're an accountant, whether you are a tax preparer, whether you're just someone that needs to get your taxes filed and prepared, you can be aware of this, and you can actually speak to your accountant or your tax provider and find out if they are taking precautions and if they are following the IRS guidelines and the FTC safeguards to protect your data. I can almost guarantee you that a lot of them are not. But we have actually worked with some accountants recently to actually help enhance their security. But what is happening with this is that hackers are posing as new clients, and they're sending phishing emails with malicious links or attachments. So one click or one opening of this malicious attachment, and one click of the link or opening a malicious attachment, they gain access to the accountant's email, the password, and the client's data. And then they use this compromised email account to trick the accountant's clients into actually sending them information, or maybe even opening up fake attachments that say they came from the accountant but really don't come from the accountant. That would infect the clients as well. Or maybe even threaten to release the data that on the tax their tax information onto the dark web, and in exchange for a ransom they'll not release that data. And so this is a very big threat, and anyone that is an accountant or a tax preparer, a CPA, needs to actually take notice of this and take precaution to protect yourself and your client's data. Also, if you're out there and you're just a person that needs taxes filed, definitely check with your CPA, check with your accountant, check with the tax preparer, and ask them what steps they have taken to protect your data. The IRS has a list of guidelines that they are supposed to follow, and many of them are not following these. In addition to that, one of the IRS guidelines is to follow the FTC safeguards. The FTC safeguards actually have almost 70 controls that need to be implemented and need to be implemented correctly to be able to protect networks. And so if whoever you're using as a CPA or an accountant or a tax preparer is not doing those steps and is not taking that precaution, maybe you want to look for a different provider for those services. If you're out there and you are a CPA, you are an accountant, you are a tax preparer, and you want to protect your network, you want to come in compliance with the IRS guidelines and the FTC safeguards, give us a call, 772-878-5978, 772-878-5978. A Faster PC can help. We do provide cybersecurity protection. We can help you comply with the FTC safeguards. We can actually go over what the FTC safeguards are, the types of things that need to be done to comply. We can go over various protections that can be implemented, and we can actually come up with a solution that meets your risk tolerance and your budget. And of course, we can help you comply with the FTC safeguards. So again, our number here, 772-878-5978, 772-878-5978. When you have cybersecurity problems, you need a Faster PC.